Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Hulu Plus. Yes, Hulu Plus. Today's episode is brought to you by Hulu Plus. Hulu Plus gives you total control to watch anything, anytime, anywhere. Try it now and get a cool special deal, a free extended trial of Hulu Plus. Just go to huluplus.com/TMOS. Remember, that's huluplus.com/TMOS. And now, can I have a timpani?
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Are you going to be using that device for the entire week or how
for the
long
rest of his life?
Well, I would hope longer than that.
Are you recording on your Google Glass
I am.
this show right now?
Are you a needy boy?
I'm not a needy boy. I'm really testing out the hardware today.
Because I know that on Christmas morning, when the toys are all scattered around the tree and delivered, it's very difficult to get the children to come to the family table for dinner or for breakfast or for the family meal because the child wants to play with the toy.
They're etching a sketch or they're tinkering with their Tinker Toys.
Or they're shooting the plastic M16 that they wanted so badly when they were young people in the 70s.
Now, may I do an impression? Oscar is noted for his impression of me, but I'd like to do an impression of Oscar, and it's not really a voice impression. It's more of a content impression. And since you're a noted mimic, I'd like for you to grade me.
Please, go ahead.
Mike, my name is Oscar, and since you're not paying a lot of attention to my Google Glass, I was wondering if I could tape the entire show today on my Google Glass and post it to a Google Glass forum, and that way it will force you to pay attention to my new toy.
We'll get to the boy who has. I've been referred to. That's an A+ incident.
Thank you so much.
I've been referred to as the Golden Boy in years past.
Of course,
a moniker I was not fond of by any stretch of the imagination.
No. And why would you be?
But this, I believe, the new name for Oscar Santana will be the boy that gets everything.
Wow, that's not fair.
The boy that gets what he wants.
That's what. And I
he
think
works hard, but he gets what he wants.
That would be the movie on ABC Family, wouldn't it?
Yes. This Christmas, it's the boy who gets everything he wants. Oscar Santana and the Christmas Miracle.
Oh, give me an example, for God's sake.
When he wants Google Glass, he goes out and gets it because it's brand new and he wants to be the first. He's the boy who gets everything he wants.
Hey, what about the scene where he gets those special expensive tires on his Audi?
There we go. And his Audi in general. He's the boy who wants an Audi and he gets it shipped from far away. The boy who gets everything he wants.
I have a clip.
Who wants to tape Mike when he's getting mad in the studio before the show with his new Google glasses? He's the boy who gets everything he wants.
I have a clip.
Okay.
You want to hear the clip?
Yeah, go ahead.
I would like for my license plate to retract into my car or something.
Sunday night at ABC. He'll never deprive himself. He's the boy who gets everything he wants. So now it's the Google Glass. You've got
some
that.
may say I work extremely hard to get whatever I want.
That's true.
Yeah, because no one buys it for me.
Mm-hmm. No, you buy it for you.
myself.
That's right.
And it's a little disconcerting.
It's the selfish boy who gets what he wants.
Yes. While others are giving to others this holiday season, not Oscar Santana. Please join him for the boy who gets everything he wants. Whether it's Google Glass, the latest in iPhone technology, whatever it is, if it's technological, innovative, and coming to a market near you, he'll get it first. He's the boy who gets everything he wants.
My favorite scene in that movie is the one where he gets 3 cell phones inside of 4 days.
I know. My God. We're going to get
that's a bit much.
We're going to get to you in the body.
No, true story.
We will get to you in the body of the show. Right. Because the fact is, I want to inquire about, there seems to be a tremendous amount of purchases. You've been making a lot of purchases, and I cannot do the show with that Google Glass on.
Well, what do you mean?
It's driving me insane.
Oh, it's pretend I'm not here.
It's driving
like I do every day.
Because you're not even looking at me. This is Oscar. This is Oscar normally when we're doing the show. Oscar's going like this. Right. This is Oscar now, Rob. This is Oscar.
Oh, I know. No, but you know what? It's not even that. Some of
It's driving me nuts.
Some of it's this. How's it going?
Right. Hey, here we are. I can see you.
I can see you in the ceiling.
With my new technology. We're going to dive in again to this Google Glass. And incidentally, we should be getting some sort of compensation from the company Google Glass for all the talk that you guys did when I was out of the studio. And then we talked about it a little bit yesterday, and now we're talking about it again.
But you know what? The tide has turned. Because while it started out as severe praise, Now it's become something of
Hatred.
an annoyance.
I'll tell you.
It's not to hatred yet.
There's one word that I can use to describe the brand new product.
What's that?
Dangerous.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Did you know what it's?
No, it's okay. I mean, we could do it then, but dangerous is how I would
Now,
describe it.
why would you say
dangerous.
that? That's just an accentuating accent I did there.
Dangerous because you're supposedly supposed to use this while you're, it's not going to distract you, and of course it distracts you. You've got a television in your right eye.
Exactly, and
You've got a giant screen TV in your right eye. It's like plastering a Samsung, like an eye patch over your eye.
The good thing-
it's like stapling it to your eyebrow.
the good thing is at least Oscar doesn't use it when he drives.
They all do.
I
Of
exclusively
course.
use it when I drive.
That's it. Hey, can you take a selfie with it?
No.
Can you
Hands-free,
take a selfie of your retina?
hands-free communication is important.
Sure.
And this takes it to the next level.
Well, I've got one word for that product.
What's that?
Dangerous.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Hoover Dam, over 1,000 feet wide and 727 feet to the bottom.
Where can I buy some bait around here?
Oh, I love electricity. Eddie says we're going to get some soon.
What a magnificent achievement.
Clark, this is a family vacation. Could you try to stay with the family?
Sorry.
This way, please. The tour is about to start.
Welcome, everyone. I am your damn guide, Arnie. Now, I'm about to take you through a fully functioning power plant. So please, no one wander off the damn tour. And please take all the damn pictures you want. Now, are there any damn questions?
Yeah, we're going to get some damn bait.
Eddie.
This way, please.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
Yeah!
We are live from Studio 1K
Yeah, it's great.
in the Fiverplex Broadcast Center, and I feel like I'm being watched.
You are.
Very, very frustrating. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. We're downloaded worldwide over 21 million times. We're powered by Encore Insurance. We're at MikeO'MaraShow.com, that station here in Washington,
You
for
know what?
another 5 minutes.
Kelly actually uses Google Glass when he goes hunting for buck.
Hey, good for him. We're also on the wonderfully mighty 1630 KCJJ in Iowa. Hello to all our good friends out there, Mr. Steve Bridges, Mr. Tommy Lang, Mr. Tom Suter, Ginny Lang,
No, Ginny.
Ginny Suter,
No, it's not Ginny Suter. It's
Billy Bob,
Jimmy Lang.
You're thinking of Billy Suter.
Billy Suter. I
and
know
Ginny Collins.
I know Ginny Collins and I know Billy Suter.
And, of course-
and I kid them every time I do this thing with the names.
Jan Soberoff.
Jan
Oh,
Soberoff,
can't miss
married to the King,
Yes, as we call her, Mrs. Lucky.
the captain.
That's her, Captain Steve.
Did you see Captain Steve's lovely little TV commercial?
As you said on Facebook, Mike, back when they used the big budgets for commercials.
He's on TV.
Absolutely.
It was
Hello,
a commercial
Steve.
from 20 years ago.
It is
And a pirate
Wednesday,
hat.
November 20th, 2013. Our show today brought to you by SodaStream. I remember the first time I heard about SodaStream, I had one overwhelming thought. Sure, it's a great idea, but there's no way that this simple machine can make soda that tastes as good as store-bought soda. As Rob was mentioning yesterday, in many cases, the soda is so much better.
Can't go wrong.
10 times
And,
better.
You know, it's fun because the kids love it as well, because you can make stuff that you buy in the stores, and that's always
Baby
exciting.
Michael loves it.
He makes his own soda.
He carbonates the milk, doesn't
He's
he?
making his actual own baby formula.
I think that's terrific.
Take it from me because I have one in my kitchen. SodaStream is fun. It is easy. Yes, it's 100% delicious. It's truly the perfect holiday gift. You can make huge varieties of sparkling drinks like sodas, sparkling juices, cocktails in less than 30 seconds. With SodaStream, it's the home soda maker. And the thing about SodaStream also is you can do it and you can put a little show on for your friends too.
Oh, you look very cool doing it.
If they don't have, remember we had that big Christmas party last year when we all used the SodaStream.
And Carrie passed out.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Even festive family favorites like a new SodaStream Ocean Spray, sparkling cranberry juice drinks. Yum, yum. That's great for the holidays. Plus now there's SodaStream happy hour cocktail mixers like Fizzy Margarita and Cosmopolitan. It's super easy to use. You fill the bottle with cold water. You push the button to carbonate the water as fizzy as you like it. It has has different levels of fizz, so you can control that. Can't do that with regular
I
sodas.
love that. That's one of my favorite things. You can make it so bubbly.
Create your bubbly beverages exactly the way you like them. You control the flavor, you control the fizz. Buy it as a gift, and don't forget to buy one for yourself, too, because it's great for holiday entertaining. So if you're like me and you're still trying to figure out what to buy for the holidays, SodaStream is the fizziest gift of the holiday season, perfect for the whole family and anyone who enjoys sparkling drinks. SodaStream costs less than $100 and is available nationwide at Bed Bath & Beyond, Walmart, Target, Costco, and all of your favorite retailers. Check out SodaStream.com to find stores near you. SodaStream, better bubbles made by you.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, hell hail. Excuse me.
Yes.
Now that I'm done with that monologue.
What an open.
That is quite an opening, isn't it? So on the program today, we'll get to the trouble with Todd Moore. I wanted to talk about that yesterday, and want to find out exactly what the real deal is. There's been a lot of Todd Moore, and I just want to know what his state of mind is. If we can,
That's a valid
if we can
question.
Get to that. But before we do that, I just want to mention very briefly, Carla. I suppose how you doing? Are you getting sick?
Oh, geez, I don't know what's going on.
Maybe you're allergic to technology.
I'm allergic to technology. I'm allergic to technology. Carla, I'm sorry that I had the meltdown about the pot that I cooked my pulled pork in. But
It was
after
still in the sink?
third day of soaking, I believed that I wanted it out of the kitchen, and I may have been a little abrupt with that.
You mean the pot was still unwashed?
Yes,
that's
it
like
was
the movie
soaking.
That's like the movie Outbreak.
It was soaking.
It's still of
3
It was
days.
Oh,
soaking.
you know what? I used to. We used to share some space with my Uncle Philip. He lived with us for a while, and he was a big proponent at the end of the night of saying, "I'm going to let those dishes soak."
Yes, soak the dishes.
Soak the dishes for 3 days,
And so I
it loosens up those greasy stains.
it grossed me out.
Of course, and you're
I-
not. Your stomach is still sour.
And I am, and I know that I've been. I guess the word is I cop to this. I accept responsibility for this. I cop to the fact that I can be a bit of a drama queen.
No, not you.
No, I didn't see it before the show today.
Yeah, not when you're writing copy.
There we go. I flip him off now at the beginning of every
Hey,
show.
did you get a picture of that?
Video, baby.
He's videoing
Living color.
everything.
Yeah.
Where is this video going to be from your Google Glass?
Oh, that's a different story.
What do you mean?
Well-
Don't sound mysterious. You don't have that card.
There is a Google Glass forum.
Oh, that must be fun. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody on the Google Glass forum. Hi, 11 people that bought the product before anybody else.
Yes, I can watch it while I drive.
So everybody does.
This is incredible. My boss was having a meltdown at the tire store, and I got the whole thing unbeknownst to him.
I can videotape everywhere I drive if only I drove places.
You know,
Mostly I
it's-
stay in the house.
He didn't notice. He didn't notice that I was wearing a cyber right eye with a flashing light on it.
That's right. Looks like you're looking for Sarah Connor.
Yes, sirree. So
Well, I'm not going to put the meltdown up there. Of
course
put
not.
The show one up there.
Well, I'm still recovering from the virus / stomach. Last night,
Food poisoning.
It's food poisoning is what it is. It's that's what it is. The long and short of it. And I know I've been melodramatic, and I know that I can be. But at the same time, I believe that each time I can't get ill that often.
No.
Because each time I get ill, I believe my wife and I drift further and further apart.
Really?
I believe she is not. She does not.
She is a nurturer.
She is not a nurturer. She is a nurturer to the dogs.
She has been a nurturer to you in the past, though.
She is a nurturer to my son.
Oh, I think you've moved down a notch.
She is not a nurturer to me. She
But she
considers
has-
me a melodramatic queen.
Has she not nurtured you in the past, though?
Perhaps.
I think you know what's happened is
What?
with the arrival of the king, you're moved down a peg.
Let's give her. A call.
Oh, now you're Frankie.
Let's give her a call.
You wanna call her and see how we're
I
doing?
rarely bring our troubles onto the show.
When did this go down? When did day 3 of pot not washed go down?
This morning was the
PNW.
Oh, PNW.
So it
That
is
was the
Wednesday
comments.
morning.
I'll need that back, Rob.
Of course.
It's
I'll
fresh.
Need that back right away.
It's really fresh.
Very, very difficult. She'll say that I'm very difficult. This is going to be and because anytime we have Carla on the show, this will be a segment that where I do not come off well. So I'm sacrificing my body for the show right now.
Just so you know, quick heads up before she answers. I got you a new phone, and you have a cordless now that you can dial from in the future.
That's exciting.
Cool.
I
Yeah.
like that a lot.
If the splitter
I hope
works.
she answers. Cross your fingers.
Yeah. She knows the number, right? She doesn't think it's like a sales call.
Maybe she thinks it's the pot calling.
She's not.
It's the
answering.
pot calling the kettle black.
He does not love you
She's not
today.
answering. No.
You know what she's doing?
Thank you for calling
I
Okay.
Oh.
All right, hold on. Let's try.
She's letting you know what's what.
Yeah, she knows. Who's
Yeah, because
boss.
if we're keeping track at home, Mike's, I guess I would say your mode of operation, is that the word? Is that the term I'm looking for?
Modus operandi.
Modus operandi is to be a fussy baby, for lack of a better term. Let her go to work, take your child with her to work, and then apologize on the show because he knows she will listen later to the program.
Yes.
Bingo, bango.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get through these couple of days. That's what I'm trying to get through.
Well, you're also in a
it's
weekend
not a pleasant
state.
weekend.
No,
It wasn't. It was.
Well, no, the weekend started great.
It started great, but then it was just a little difficult.
Hopefully, she'll answer this phone.
That's right. This is the business phone.
Maybe she's letting
She'll have to.
letting the call
Hello?
soak.
Carla,
Yes.
it's your husband.
What's going on?
Hi, we're on the show right now. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
I rarely, call during the show, but I felt I had to call and apologize about my meltdown about the soaking pot today.
Oh, this is not good. I have a question, Mrs. O'Mara.
Mrs. O.
This is Oscar speaking right
Yeah, this is
now.
Oscar. Look, I understand what you're probably going through because I go through it every day. And,
Shut up, Oscar.
But I would say this, that, 2 days in the sink.
Don't do this, Oscar. Don't do this.
Whoa.
You made me spit my iced tea out. You're not supposed to do that. You're going to make her
I'm
angry.
trying to help you.
She's angry.
You know what?
She's
I'm not-
angry at me to start with.
I'm not a guy that likes to interrupt.
Hold on. Let me explain myself.
Okay.
Let me explain myself. First of all, Mike made that disgusting barbecue pork. Okay.
I thought you enjoyed the pork when I made it.
Well, it was good.
And
It
you
was-
didn't
it made
get
me
sick from it. I got sick from
Hey,
it.
Mike. Hey, Mike. Let me talk.
Okay. All right, I will.
Let
Sorry.
me tell my side because I
Okay.
see that you told your side.
Okay, go ahead. I really didn't say much.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So anyway, that night I wasn't able to clean the pot. I don't know why, but it just wasn't clean that night. So the next day, after Mike gets sick, I get up. I'm like, I better clean that pot because obviously I don't want him to see it because it will make him sicker or more sick.
Yeah.
So I go to clean it, but it is like there's something in the bottom of it that is just like super glued on.
The
Maybe
virus.
That's what he got sick off of.
The virus. Rob said that's the virus.
This virus is stuck to this, but you should have used Pam so the virus would slide right out.
So yes, the virus is stuck to the bottom of the pan.
Right.
So I figure, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak the pan. So I soaked the pan overnight, which led to this morning.
Oh,
So
that's
I
day 3.
say-
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah,
So
that
I say
makes
to
sense.
myself, as soon as I get up in the morning, Mike's going to get pissed. I better go downstairs and clean that.
But did I really get pissed?
Well, I thought in my head, you know what, Mike's going to have a meltdown, so I better get down there and clean that. So while I was getting ready this morning, I said, hey, Mike, look here, I'm going to clean that pan. So if you happen to go down the kitchen before me, don't touch it because I plan to clean it. So I go down there and I clean it. Well, I get ready to clean it, but that virus is still stuck to the
Oh,
bottom.
dear. What kind of pan is it?
It's the expensive
the
kind. It's
Creuset
that.
or
It's the
whatever.
Creuset. It's the
Creuset.
It's the bonjour baby.
What it is, it's cast iron
It's
covered
the-
with a sort of a baked enamel over it. isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's
very
the
expensive,
real
yeah.
expensive stuff, and we got it. Didn't we get it at that cheap retail store that had it all on
No,
sale?
I think you got it off American Express points.
Oh, did I really?
You know what? I got you a Le Creuset for your wedding. It might be the one I gave you.
It might be. It might
We
be.
have that one too, Rob.
Okay. All right.
Okay, all right. It's
Yep.
good stuff. I
So
like
it's not
cooking
something
it.
you can throw away.
No.
No, it's
No,
the
well, that's
good
what I
stuff.
told Mike. Hey, he came downstairs. I said, look, Mike, here are the two options. Either I let it soak for another day because the virus isn't coming out,
I didn't like that
or
option.
I can throw it away.
Oh,
or I
dear.
can throw it away.
I didn't like
and
that
then
option.
he just went into full Mike.
Which is, we don't throw La Crusade away.
Wow, that La Creuset has never been said in that tone.
I'll clean it. Fine. You just go to work. I got to get to work. I'll just clean it. I will clean it.
That's what I said, and I will. And I'm going to
Meanwhile,
clean
you
it.
have a baby in one hand and like all your stuff for work in the
Oh,
other.
you bastard! Do you see the way he plays both sides?
You know what I think has really not been said enough here?
What's that?
Is the fact that Mike called you twice. He sought you out, Carla, and the first thing he said is, I'd like to apologize.
That's right. Thank you, Rob.
That
Thank
was
you.
his lead story. Let's not miss that.
My real friend.
The headline.
Thank you. My real friend, Rob Spiewak.
That's right.
Who's definitely, you're adding chips up. These are holiday chips.
Yeah,
Rob knows this is the best time to amass chips.
Yeah, you know what? It's good to do chips after you rewrite my copy 3 times. Because the chips were gone this morning.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know, honey. I know I'm dramatic, and I know I'm difficult when I'm sick, and I know.
No,
it's
did
been
you
tough.
also tell about the
No, I have not gotten to the pictures yet, and I will take full responsibility for my behavior at the photo store.
A man who is ill. A man who is ill cannot be held responsible. He is ill.
Michael's first pictures.
I know, and I'm going to tell that.
Pictures.
I'm going to tell that story about the photographs. I know it was, and the photo session itself was very good until Conjuring
and I've waited all
Man.
my life to do this. I finally get to do it. You asked to come along.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy that you come along, but then you act the way you acted.
Okay. All right. I know. I'm just not myself.
I know you're sick, Mike.
I'm not sick anymore. I'm back at work, and everything's fine. I'm working. Right?
Oh, okay. Well, then you can't use it as an excuse.
I won't. And I'm going to take care of that pan today, and I'm not going to make you feel guilty about
I
it.
told you not to touch the pan.
Well, who knows whether
This is what I'm
that
talking about.
evil trichinosis type virus from the cheap food store is going to come through my skin.
Why don't we get Pony to wash it, and then everybody will.
Hey, you know what?
Please, Pony's face. Pony doesn't want to watch it.
What we should do is we should actually videotape Pony washing the pan with the Google Glass and see if it goes viral.
Let's do that.
I agree.
Woo! At the 10.
That would be fun.
Well, I really don't like it when you're unhappy. I really don't like it when you go to work unhappy.
Well, be nicer to me.
You're right. I know. It's just it's
sweet.
It's like we came from the trip on the weekend, and the weekend we determined really, and Carla, you'll agree to this. Carla and I both determined that with the weekend away from the baby, the place we went was not a good choice. The way we went was not a good choice. Red eyes both ways, not a good choice. It just didn't work. Mm-hmm. The whole thing didn't work.
Live and learn.
We would have done better to go to a lake somewhere for a weekend and not
Enjoy the
fly
weekend.
halfway across the country or almost all the way across the country. And it just kind of was meh. And hopefully everything will be back on track because we are really looking forward to the holidays. And but it's yesterday was
It was a tough
difficult.
day.
I was.
What
I was
about
difficult.
this morning?
This morning?
Yeah.
Well, this morning was
This
fine.
is difficult.
This morning was very
Okay.
cool, except for the moment. It grosses me out when I look down and I see it looks
Especially
like
because you were sick.
it looks like something Jeffrey Dahmer would have in his refrigerator sitting
on
on
the.
the.
You did not have to come over and look at the virus stuck to the bottom.
I
of the
did come
pan.
right
You
over and
chose to come over.
I chose to come over. I did, and I stuck my head over like her shoulder. I'm like, oh, oh God, look at that, God, that's gross. Clean it. You said you'd clean it.
This is the same trait in you that makes you want to smell a Band-Aid.
I know.
It really is.
You want to pick the
You
scab.
want to
do.
see the carnage.
We're going to need a picture of this for the website.
Well, I think we've done some good
I'm
here.
never eating pork products again, ever.
Liar.
You're right.
Scrapple for dinner tonight.
I'll probably have some ham.
I'll pick you up some pork rinds.
I'll probably have some ham.
Bacon.
Tell you what I am making. You know what I'm making Thanksgiving morning?
What?
Carla?
What?
I'm making. Why are you? What's the matter?
she's not happy.
Were you distracted at work?
I'm just listening.
Okay.
No, I'm just listening. I was all in listening.
I'm gonna make that lobster omelet, egg white omelet that we like so bad.
Sweet.
I'm gonna perfect it. And I'm gonna make sure everybody has one, and I'm gonna make
Cool.
and it's gonna be great. I'm
You
gonna
get the
spend a lot
lobster
of
at
money.
Shoppers?
It's gonna be fun.
That's right.
It's gonna be the holidays are gonna be absolutely amazing.
I hope so. As long as your attitude's nice. As long as you're nice to me.
All right.
It's really painful to listen to.
Well,
All right.
I listen. I don't call her unless I.
No,
I've never called Carla on this show unless I am contrite. I have
Exactly.
never
That's
called her unless I want to say yes. I know it's my fault and I know I've behaved badly and it was
Well,
very
the
much.
important
on my
part
mind.
is this: that you're a great communicator.
I tried.
I think that you've gone out of your way to apologize.
Yes. I
Oh,
have.
Oscar, shut up.
On that note, we'll let you go. Bye, sweetie.
Anthony.
Bye bye. There she goes.
Here's
That's
your
it.
thing.
That girl. That's
That
my
went
girl.
well.
That's her way of making up with me. That's it. Telling Oscar to shut up. That works really well for me.
Oscar effectively pissed everybody off during that call.
He's great at it. That's what makes him an incredible broadcaster.
Yeah.
He knows how to. Well, I've seen Oscar sit in a room with 4 people and pick 4 different scabs simultaneously.
Yeah.
And by the time Oscar finishes, nobody's mad at Oscar. Everybody's fighting with everybody else.
That's right. He got Matt mad. He got you mad. He got me mad, and she got her. Sweetest person in the world. Tell him to shut up.
I think
You don't even have a dog in that fight.
I think I just identified it. I think that's why I love working with I think he does that better than anybody I've ever seen. You could sit down and do you do that with your own family? Where you'll say, brother, sister, father, mother.
I don't do it on purpose, but we break each other's balls all the time.
And but you can do it where you just say, I think
it's fun, though.
A triumph for you is like you'll just sort of start it here, and then you're like, well, mom, didn't you say that Jose was supposed to pick up that gift for Dad last week?
Yeah.
Well, Dad, don't you think you're overreacting to that? And then Oscar sits back and they go, no.
Jose, why doesn't Luca have his sweatshirts? You know what it is that unlike your La Crusette, Oscar is Teflon.
It all bounces off.
It does.
All right, we're going to come back to My Day, but before we do that, our next segment, we're going to talk about another person that Oscar's picks at all the time, Todd Moore.
Oh, good.
We'll be right back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Every time I think that I'm the only one who's lonely, someone calls.
Groovy.
Yuck.
You don't like the association?
Oh, God.
This is one of these pot records that I love because I love to smoke marijuana.
What's that, 2-year-old song you played yesterday? That, when I was...
Mumford & Sons.
There you go.
Yeah.
For the holidays.
For the holidays, Mumford?
Contemporize it a little bit.
All right, mix it up.
The Association. I didn't even know you like the Association.
I don't even know who they are.
Well, you stay out of this. I like everything.
Hey, welcome back
I know
to
the Homeowners Association.
That's them. That's them.
Welcome back to the show. Whoa.
Don't park here.
This segment of the program is brought to you by Hulu Plus. You tried streaming hit shows on your PC. Now it's time to start your free trial of exclusive content in your living room, on your mobile device with Hulu Plus. With Hulu, you get content on your PC. Hulu Plus lets you watch it on game consoles, Blu-rays, Apple TVs, your smartphones, your tablets. With Hulu Plus, you get your favorite content anywhere. And here's my pick to click on Hulu Plus. This is my little trick here.
What?
I loved it. Behind the Mask.
Now, what was that?
It's a story about mascots, and it is very, very funny. It really is. You get mascots at the lowest possible level. It's just really...
Did they feature the San Diego Chicken?
No, I don't think they had the San Diego Chicken. They had a
basketball...
Well,
he deserves his own documentary.
They had a basketball mascot, and I forgot what
Denver
basketball
Nuggets?
team. It might be the Denver Nuggets, who did the flip off the ladder.
It's a big deal.
And he's the famous mascot. Sure. Anyway, that's just one of the little teeny things you can get on Hulu Plus. You can get Saturday Night Live, Community, Monday Night Raw, Modern Family. At TMOS listeners, listen to this. You get an extended free trial right now. Click the Hulu Plus link at MikeOMaraShow.com or go to Hulu Plus/TMOS. Always use lowercase. Control what you want to watch, when you want to watch it. The list is endless with Hulu Plus, and we thank you in advance for that. Let's get right to it because I'm coming out of my illness on Monday evening.
Your vomit haze?
And I'm just recovering, and suddenly I decide I'm going to start social networking again.
Well, it's a good thing.
You're going to join the real world.
Good thing to do.
You're a flower blooming again. You're coming back into the world, and you're going to see what's going on. And
dip
listen,
your toe in.
I know that you all might think that on the Moore Network that I am not concerned with programs like Tech 411 and Omeracast. You realize that I do care about these shows. They're all very important to me.
Now, you know they don't actually give you the credit, but if there was a credit roll, you are the executive producer.
If there was, but it would be a meaningless name only.
Very meaningful.
Oh, but
very
you're
meaningful.
an executive producer.
Yeah, it would say executive producer Mike O'Mara and William H. Cosby, Ph.D.
Well, the one thing about Tech 411 is that Todd Moore has become a friend, and Todd Moore is somebody who's a very funny guy. There's something about Todd Moore that I find very engaging, and I think he's a very funny person. And I love the fact that he does this other show with Oscar, Tech 411, for two reasons. I think it's a good show to have on our network, and I also think that it's really nice when there is something that I'm interested in from a technological standpoint, be it Google Glass, be it the latest iPhone technology.
La Crusette.
That these guys come in. How to get that pork that's stuck to the bottom of your pan off. I like the fact that we've got these guys. So when Oscar posted up on his Facebook page, Todd Moore's last show.
Was it Todd prepares for his last show?
That was just Todd Moore's last show.
And it really...
Come say goodbye.
You know what there
Something
was?
like that.
There was a spin out. Because everyone was concerned immediately.
I
got
shocked.
messages.
Did it show
I
you
thought
how
no
much
one
people
cared about the show?
Well, it shows
they
you
love Todd.
Two things. Tech 411 is a show people they're aware of Todd Moore.
Yeah.
Right.
And another thing is that you ought to socially network more on Facebook because when you do that, you get a lot of response, and you should dive into that more.
I really
always
thought it was
that.
his last show, to be fair.
Okay, so where did they... And I immediately text Oscar because Oscar just posts that without any explanation, without any call to me.
Right.
And I went, last show? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
And did he reply to you on Wednesday?
He actually got back to me. He called me.
Wow.
While they were doing Tech 401, which is exactly I wanted on
an
Monday
on-air
night.
call when you're having a virus.
Exactly what I wanted. It's like when you get
because
the call.
you continued asking when we were doing the show. I was like, I just got to get this cleared up now.
I thought you taped it at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I didn't think you taped at 7 o'clock. I thought you taped at 8 o'clock. And I knew.
Well, they started early because it was his last show.
Yeah. So where did this all come down that Todd was going to not do your show anymore?
This is there's a kind of a routine. That
like a dance routine?
Yeah. I know that when I walk in that studio, the Tech 411 studios, really, which are at the TMSoft headquarters, I walk in, I know it's going to be,
and
maybe we should just do this show once a month. Maybe we should just do this show once every 2 weeks.
Now, this is Todd saying
is Todd.
this? How long has he been saying this?
For the since we started, probably.
He hems and he haws about doing the shows.
Right?
He doesn't like doing the show.
Well, that's the thing. So I'm sitting there, and your boy has been slaying the dragon left and right for the and so has he, for that matter.
The hardest working man in podcasting, Oscar Santana.
By the time Oscar has walked into the TMSoft studios, he's already done 5 podcasts that day.
But I'm just
and
saying.
washed a pan.
Mm-hmm.
So he caught me at a bad time where I finally said to him, if you don't because he says, I have a good idea. I think we should take December off and do just a long, fun show, and that'll be our December show. And I said, well,
he wanted to do that this week?
Yeah, he wanted to do that and then do our 100th show in December, and then show 101 is going to be from CES.
God, you know what? No wonder Oscar was so upset. It's like working with you and me.
Do you know what's funny about when you on a serious note, you can say a lot of things about all of us.
Right.
I mean, we can be having days. I can bitch about 7 million things. Rob can come in having a day. I don't think we have ever, in this incarnation, I've never ever really not wanted to do this show, or even said anything.
The weird thing is the worse the day is going, the more you want to do the show.
We can't get the microphones open quick enough.
We need it. When I see you and you are when you get in the worst temper, your eyebrows actually shift. They begin to point towards your mouth, and I can kind of gauge your mood when I walk in on the angle of your eyebrows. And when they are really at a 45-degree angle or greater, here's what I'll hear at 10:29:45. Where's Oscar? Where is Oscar?
It's like a drug.
We gotta quit the show.
It is like a drug. It is,
but it's so
a
true.
Drug.
We love doing it.
It is a case in point right now. I am, and this is sick. This is my twisted, weird world. I am in the best mood that I have been in all day.
True.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's not normal. It doesn't always happen, but the fact is, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
So the fact is, I can understand Todd being, let's, for the lack of a better term, use the word civilian.
Yes.
He doesn't have necessally the same
that need
juice that for doing the shows that we all have.
But this is the thing. When we're doing the shows,
yes,
I feel like I'm doing it with you guys.
He likes it once the microphone's
once we're going and we're moving, it's
right.
just the tinkering, setting up the speaker, setting up the microphones, all that stuff.
Is that
I think he hates that.
He dreads that.
Yeah, but again, I'm doing that now. Like I do all of that.
Besides that, what else does he bitch about?
So and then this is the other thing, and he hasn't told me this, but this is my own inference.
This is your read.
So I tried to get him Google Glass, right? I tried as hard as I effing could to do this.
Little brat boys.
I tried. I asked. I basically begged.
Oscar and Todd, they're the boys that have everything. Yes, it's a Sunday special on ABC.
The little boy who got an electric car and the world's cleanest garage.
That's right. When Oscar Santana gets Google Glass and Todd Moore is shut out, the Tesla boy has a certified meltdown. And the boys almost break their show up.
Thursday night on ABC Family.
So, when something amazing happens to one of my friends, I don't have that chip in me that's jealous or gets upset about it. I actually go and high five.
You don't?
I want to celebrate it.
That's one of your problems.
It's actually something that has helped. It's made this incarnation of our show very sustainable.
It helps us
because it helps me enormously. Mm-hmm. Because I'll come in just going, and it's like why, and then sometimes it'll piss me off for like 5 minutes, and then I'll say, okay, he's right.
He is right.
He's right. Be happy. Be happy for somebody else. Be happy.
So, and I believe that Todd can be that guy, though. When I walked in, and mind you, I didn't even walk like I didn't walk in like a douche like I did today with these on recording, right?
Right.
But
Did you want to? Was there a small part of you that wanted to?
Yeah, but again, he's seen these before. It's not so new to him.
Now,
But
did
he
he not get them because he didn't go through the he certainly has the means to purchase them.
Yes.
But he didn't get them because he didn't get the advance.
You need an
No,
invitation, right?
You can't get them unless you get a personal invitation. To get
You
them.
are the ultimate networker. You are.
And by the way,
you are the ultimate
Yes!
networker.
I wanted to tell Oscar this while we're on this very topic. It'll only take a second. I spoke to my buddy Brad yesterday, who was very pleased about the shout out on the show.
Oh, he liked it?
Yeah,
Good.
he was offered Google Glass and declined.
Really?
Yeah. So you know
He's
what?
too busy on those Herndon forums.
Vienna,
Wherever it was.
He said,
How come he turned it down?
You know what? He'd actually had the opportunity for his company to purchase it for him.
Oh.
Really?
He said, you know what? It's all hype. It's not all that.
Okay, so and you had, here's the weird thing,
Yes.
and this is where they get you. You had the opportunity, you had the invite to purchase it.
And Google does
Right.
this.
It's not like that. That to me is not doing me a favor. You invite me to get something for
Because
free.
when they did the Google forums, or that thing they were going to do that was going to replace Facebook,
Yes.
didn't you have to have an invitation to do that? Are they
yeah,
trying to manufacture exclusivity?
It's the same, but it's different simply because there are a handful of people that actually have this hardware. Right? Now, I will say that you're basically doing them a favor when they say you have to pay $1,500 to get these if you want to be a part of this.
Right.
But I have called Google. I have written emails. I have gotten on waiting lists, and I've never gotten an invitation. I had to get personally invited by another explorer. That's what
What's an explorer?
By the way, Mike,
What's an explorer?
let me jump in here for a second.
Park's close, sir. Moose out front should have told you.
No, when Oscar puts on his Indiana Jones hat and straps the whip to his side, that's what it's called when you have Google Glass. You're an explorer.
Another explorer. There's some guy in khaki shorts with
Yes.
a compass on his belt.
Yeah.
Another
Steve Irwin.
explorer. What is an explorer?
So when you actually have Google Glass, you're considered a Google Glass explorer. I didn't say it was cool.
Welcome to the Google Glass Explorer Club. We're all the big explorers. Yes,
So
sir.
This crocodile is over 15 feet long and was born in the 1800s.
Jim and I are going deep into the Amazon to find the giant anaconda. We're Google explorers. Okay, so it's they call them explorers.
Yes. So
it's a club.
And then these are the initial crop of people that were selected because they had to write in and say what they would do with Google Glass if they had the opportunity to use it.
I would like to take it to Antarctica and go to the coldest place on Earth.
Say what I'd do.
What would you do?
I'd write a 3-sentence. I'll omit the words that I can't use on the radio. If I had Google Glass, I would explore my wife's at a very close up from a point perspective.
It would be a glass POV.
That's right. Thank
Guess
you very
what?
much.
Everyone else in the Explorers Club has never done that. So it makes no difference.
I think that's against the bylaws. But I will say that.
Meanwhile,
great, though?
let's get back to Indiana's bios.
Okay, go ahead.
Initially with the core set of people that got it, they had to write in, and Google had to select you to actually get these.
So there's a
glasses.
process to
Yes.
even be allowed
It's
to buy
super
this.
exclusive.
It's pretty amazing. The way
So
they
I
market it.
wrote the guy that gave me the invitation.
Right.
I wrote him because what Google did this year. It's been a year since these have been out.
Thank you, Mr. King of the Explorers. Thank you for giving me this golden opportunity.
He is the Explorer King.
Thank you, Explorer King. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to spend $1,500 with my old buddy.
I am your king.
I am the king
Thank
of
you,
the-
my liege.
Thank you, minion. I read your tribute to the Hobbit Forest. Thank you.
You have the hairiest toes of them all.
So I wrote the Explorer who was kind of to give me an invitation.
In English, you wrote this?
Yes.
Okay.
And I wrote him and said, "Hey man, I hate to do this.
Here's that selfie. Here's that topless selfie you wanted.
I hate to do this, but I have a friend here that would love to be a part of this if you have an extra invitation." They only got 3 of them.
Meanwhile, Todd's sitting on his couch just going, I want to be an explorer, too.
I can only explore why our relationship is falling apart.
I am getting sore. Ow, I hurt. This is too
All right,
funny.
next
So
segment
on
we'll
Mon-
do something sad.
So on Monday night, when I walked in and I had them in hand,
yes,
all I felt from him was sheer jealousy.
Was it very awkward? Were you like stepping into an awkward pie?
Yeah, it was. When I walked in, so I was like, "Hey," you know me, like I walked in the State Theater,
right?
And I was late again, and I said, I said, "Look," and he's like, and he put some on. He's like, "Oh no, he's vertigo," and then he walked away.
I was like, we're only doing one show this month.
Your bond as pals, number one, is your love of tech.
Yeah, but I don't have a Tesla, and I'm not mad about that.
Okay, we'll take a break. We'll continue with this and more fun and more thrills on the Mike O'Mara Show right after you listen to this fabulous. What is this?
This is Ghost Riders. It's Johnny Cash, Man in Black.
We'll be right back.
Up on a ridge he rested as he went along his way, when all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed...
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by Amazon. Hey, everybody!
Hey!
It's that time again, the holidays, and like we always say, the best place to do your online shopping is at Amazon, and the best way to help this show is to shop Amazon at MikeO'MaraShow.com. The TMOS website is all new. It's bigger. It's faster for your convenience. And that means you can access your Amazon.com shopping in seconds. Get great deals and help your favorite show at the same time. Now, Black Friday isn't until the day after Thanksgiving, but Amazon is already kicking off the season with great deals every day. Don't miss out. Just click Amazon at MikeO'MaraShow.com and bookmark it for all your holiday shopping. Whatever you desire for the holidays, Amazon has it, and it's always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon.
As Oscar would say, I was on Amazon last night, and I killed it.
Yes!
I bought all of my fruitcake fruit, and I swear to you, I got it at about 75% less than I would pay in a grocery store.
That's awesome. I want to talk about your fruitcake. If we don't get to it today,
it's coming up. And I bought new pans this year, too.
And are we? Well, we'll get to the details of your fruitcakes because I'd like to know who's getting what, how many you're doing, because, I mean, they get better every year.
Well, thank you.
Your crop last year was the best you've ever made.
I appreciate it.
In my humble opinion.
I figured it out, is that you have to cook them based on internal temperature.
And because the year prior, I believe
Dry.
You kind of punted it, did you not?
Oh, it was not a punt. What it was a touchdown with no extra point.
Yeah, but it was not.
They were drier.
I mean, the fact is, these fruitcakes, they were slightly drier. You make very good fruitcakes, but fruitcakes have been known forever as you don't eat them. I mean, they're just like
people dread the fruitcake.
But the ones you made last year were not only they were addictive. Yeah. Everyone that sampled one wanted another one.
They're really good.
They were incredible. We'll get to that.
Cool. We'll talk about it.
But wrapping
this year
up,
you have to be a fruitcake explorer to get one.
The fruitcake king.
Hello, I am the fruitcake king.
You know what? That might be something. Let me think on that. I'll sleep on that. We'll bring that in tomorrow. I like the idea of people, a select group.
Getting an invitation?
Writing the Fruitcake King a missive requesting a fruitcake.
Because I actually had an idea for a promotion, and we could do the 12 fruitcakes of Christmas.
I think that's a magnificent idea. Well, you know what? We'll both combine our oversized brains.
And we'll eat a lot of fruitcakes.
And we will come up with the, I believe, a homemade perfect holiday gift.
Perfect.
And just don't cook them in the pan that I cooked the pork in.
Oh, daggers. I've already started.
Nasty.
This is my virus cake.
So he's jealous. And then he decides what he doesn't want to do the show. What's happening with Todd Moore?
So I felt like it came to a head where at this point I had enough, and I said, if you don't want to do the show anymore, I'll find someone that wants to do the show. That's what I said.
Have you played that card with him before?
No,
he's played that card with all of us before.
I know.
Well, I don't. And he always does. Mike O'Mara.
That's what he does.
And you know what? He always does, and he just does another podcast.
He just walks out. He just walks away.
He said, Chad, I'll be back in 20 minutes, and later on, he's doing a show with us.
I said, you can take a break if you need a winter break. I get it. I was like, I'm sure somebody could be a substitute guest for a little while.
Hey, bring in Girl.
Girl didn't want to do it either. I think he's brainwashed her as well. She was out.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I said, I was like, if you guys don't want to do the show anymore, that's cool, but you have to let me know so I don't have to come here all the time and beg you to have a good time doing this.
Yeah, because
I enjoy doing it.
It is fun. Yes. Ultimately, it is fun. And
once you get started, it's fun.
But here's another thing on you. Yes. You tell me if I'm right about this. You come in for Tech 411. You got your new toy. This is one of the best Tech 411s you're going to do.
Hello, it's going to be the easiest show.
It's a cakewalk show, and you got your thing. You're going to be able to
Just talk about it.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
But
he doesn't
and
want
he wants to quit the show.
Did he really want to quit?
Well, he wanted to take December off.
Well, see, in your mind, taking December off, that's like say you believe, and rightly so, and our numbers have shown it, that when you provide content to people, when you continuously provide there's one thing in this little business, and this is a secret, I don't care if anybody doesn't know it. If you provide the content, it improves your situation
on a regular basis.
People need to. They need to have the habit.
Where we did not provide our bonus hours on a weekly basis is when our bonus hour numbers went south.
Exactly.
Now that we provide them on a weekly basis again, the numbers are back up, and we are grateful to you, the listeners.
The best.
But the fact is, we love doing what we do. So don't F around with it. And Oscar kind of brought that attitude in. Don't screw this up. You got a toenail problem. You got to take a doctor's appointment on a Friday.
Todd's toenails.
You just you do the work.
Yes.
You do the work.
And ultimately, it's something we love doing.
Something you love doing.
Yes.
Right?
So I can understand with your attitude. So you wanted to bring somebody else in.
Yeah, well, at that point I said, I don't know what's happening right now, but if you want December off, I'll bring somebody in to talk tech with,
Who did you have in your arsenal that you're going to suggest?
I had no one, but
it's the Matthew Bloom show.
Marcus Serta crossed my mind, and I said, well, have you ever done a show with a guy that doesn't listen to a word you're saying because he has a certain set of questions?
Have you ever taken December off?
Yeah, let me just say, because I did want to pass something on to Marcus.
Oh, Marcus Serta?
Yeah, just for a second.
He's your buddy.
But let me be clear here. One, Todd...
This always works when I go to my Facebook page on my iPad. Do you ever notice that?
Of course.
Todd is...
There, hey, it finally clicked over.
Well, it moves at a wicked speed.
Isn't that going crazy?
Todd is my very best friend.
Yes.
He's my very best friend, and I knew...
You guys are soulmates.
That once we got the show going, it'd be just fine.
Sure.
Like, once he got in the groove and we were doing the show. Now, he was a dick during the show because he was still jealous throughout the program.
And you think the sole reason for all of this was because the fact that he didn't have the Google Glass?
Yes.
That's what
and we've discussed in the fact that he doesn't have a filter.
No.
And this is a common trait among brilliant people. And
Yes.
I will say Todd is brilliant.
Yeah.
But sometimes...
Well, let's not go hog wild.
Well, it supports the situation, Mike.
He's a smart guy.
What happens is, I think when you are...
Incidentally, can I just say this?
Yeah.
Marcus Serta, the post Monday at 4:04 p.m., my best to Mike O'Mara. I hope that he didn't catch bronchitis playing the slots.
What a hack.
Hey, Marcus. Hey, Marcus, blow me. Thank you. That's all.
Have
Just
you
wanted
ever
to pop that one on
assumed?
there.
Have you ever assumed that a guy that employs you is like your friend, and you can make jokes even if they suck?
There you go.
Yeah,
Thanks
I'm
a lot.
Americast.
Hi, Marcus.
But I think that because...
I know everything about you before you know it about you.
Todd is so smart that his brain is wired differently.
Yeah.
And I don't think he can set aside that emotion. And if he has a feeling...
He's got to get it out.
He's got to get it out, yeah.
But he also has achieved a great deal of success at a relatively young age.
And a lot of people don't know this. He's 16.
And he has not been in... Has he been in a committed relationship? Has he been married or had a living
he's had a
girlfriend?
long-term relationship.
He had a
in the
long-term
past,
relationship.
yes.
Okay.
Outside of you?
Oh, no.
That's
not
simply
outside
a
of me.
joke.
You know,
Interesting.
just
Go ahead.
a female version.
All right. So go ahead.
No, so
Oscarita.
we do the show. We had a great show. It's posted today, Tech 411 show. You can find it. And we end up doing 2 shows because we had an app show we were going to do. And then we go upstairs, and he cooks an amazing steak dinner because his uncle Charles was in town, and he made dinner for myself and his uncle and Katie Cole Girl.
Was that the guy that looked like Lex Luthor?
Yeah. He made dinner for all of us, which is like kind of 2 parallels to the evening where you're like, I walk in. All you do is break my balls,
right?
And then we have an amazing dinner, and I didn't leave his house.
It's like makeup sex.
It is a little bit like makeup
Just
sex.
like makeup sex.
With Uncle Charles watching. I don't know why it got so weird.
So he's back on board, and he was flattered that you, and I was actually surprised because the amount of texts and Facebook traffic that came just from saying that, because I really thought Todd was going to take a month off.
Todd is a presence.
I got 5 messages. I'm not even on that show.
He's a personality.
Todd is a president. That's why I want Todd to. I don't want Todd taking December off. I want Todd popping in. We're going to need Todd Moore here because the December 20th we're doing our holiday.
That's right. He'll be here for Secret Santa. Or if we don't want to go denominational, we can do a mystery gift man.
And incidentally, I'm not proud of this, but we are giving you more content than we ever have on the Mike O'Mara Show during the holidays. We're going to do shows right through the 23rd,
right,
the day before Christmas Eve, and we are doing our special massive group of holiday shows on December 20th, and those shows are not going to be bonus shows. They're going to be free shows
that will drop during the holiday week.
And also, that also means that we've got to be on our best behavior, believe it or not, as good a behavior as we can be on when we're recording those shows.
Yes.
We're going to have the kind of shows where it's going to be a round table in here.
Right.
We're going to do a round robin. People are going to be coming and going, and it's going to be free form. It's going to be a lot of fun
studio
stuff.
is a lot more conducive for that.
It is.
I think
it's
it
not. It's not like the old
100%.
living room. And also on Christmas Day, we'll be posting my music show at MikeO'MaraShow.com. So there's lots of content that you'll get all through the holidays.
And for free.
That's all of it's free, yeah.
But there will be ground rules because we are not just going to let people roll in here and just start babbling because those shows, they may be a little amusing for about the first 2 minutes, but then they get completely out of hand.
Can I suggest something?
Yes, please.
Can we get a gong? Like a real gong in studio?
You know what? Cappy might be listening.
Yeah. She provided a gong for KCJJ.
You've given us too
Really?
much. Yeah, Cappy,
I didn't know that.
Cappy, you have done too much. Do
No,
not
we
do
can
that.
rent one.
We can rent a gong.
But
You
if
know
we
what?
actually
No.
had a gong.
Put our bald intern on it. He's a musician. Have him
Yes.
acquire a gong.
So if somebody clearly shouldn't be on microphone, you just gong them all.
And further, what we should have is some sort of moderator to determine this, and I nominate Jimmy Cerrito.
You are an ass. You are a silly ass. Jimmy already knows the date that it's going to be December 20th. Here's the question.
Yeah.
What time of the day, because it's going to be a Friday, what time of day, and this is important.
Okay.
How many total shows are we going to be recording?
Well, we will
that day?
have to start our normal Friday show at 10:30. We'll have to have a normal start because we got to post to the website.
Disaster. We're going to have a very...
No,
I'd say
on Friday it's not as imperative, not that Friday, because I think people understand the schedule because we're doing so many shows.
Okay, we're doing at least 3.
Yeah.
So
correct?
let me offer this.
Yes.
We'll do a normal show that is just a normal show. It's not going to be a round robin
With a
Secret Santa
slightly
show.
later start time.
Okay, say 11.
No, I was thinking more like 2 or 3.
But
So
then
it goes
but
into the evening.
Yeah, but you know what? Some of us will have to get home to the kids in a reasonable hour.
Oh,
That's-
boo!
there
Can
it
you get a
is.
babysitter
There
for
it
God's
is.
sakes?
No, we have to do. This has to be. This is going to be people coming over for the holiday.
Not everybody can
It
take
kinda-
a Friday off.
But you know what's great is in the past we've had an hour between the shows.
No, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
So
too.
I'm saying like start the first of the 3 shows at like 2. Then you can do a show at 2 and at 4.
I'm
That's
totally down with 2.
cool.
I was
Yeah,
not
yeah,
down with
yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Okay,
We
but
start the first show at 2.
The first of the party shows?
No, the first of the regular Friday show at 2.
How about
2.
1?
Okay, 1.
1.
No, 2. You can't get a babysitter for God's sakes.
I can.
You jerk.
You're a jerk.
We're going.
Why can we just take December off?
See, this is what I got to deal with.
Here's the balance.
See if Todd can do this show.
What
too.
the way when we do, and everybody's going to be welcome to the holiday
of course.
spooktacular.
Is that what we're calling it?
No, we're not. The holiday spectacular. The way it's worked before, because we were desperate to try to shill for every dollar we could possibly get. We would make these specialty shows. These are going to be free shows, which means they're going to be shows that everybody can get. They're going to be a little more broadcast friendly.
Sure.
But at the same time, the schedule has to allow. We can't expect people to show up at 11 o'clock in the morning that are coming
On
to
a
a
Friday.
holiday party.
We weren't expecting them.
Well,
I was
no.
saying that the first party show would start in the afternoon.
Okay.
We just wanted to get the regular show posted as a courtzy.
So we
as
do-
we give back.
We voted against you.
All right,
It's
so
2
and
p.m.
guess what? I'll be here.
2, and
to
then we
1.
take a break, and then it'll be 2. We'll do the first regular show at 2.
Okay.
Then an hour break in between.
We'll set up.
Then
we'll help
then-
set up.
So 2, 3.
Will you handle
4.
setup like you do at Tech 411?
Oh, absolutely.
Wait. Rob's timetable might work because
Really?
if it's 1,
How could that
then
possibly be?
One, and then an hour break, and then we tape the show at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, but how many shows
Keep
is
in
that?
mind, if it's 3 shows with
1
an
to-
hour break, you're
1 to
looking
2,
at 6
take
hours.
an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 shows with an hour break, you're looking at 6 hours. So if you start the bonus shows or the extra shows at 2, we're not even done recording till 8. and that's recording.
We have an hour break between shows?
We have in the past.
Half an hour we don't need to do that this time, I don't think.
Oh, no, because I'll have my Google glasses. I'm the explorer of Christmas, and we're going to change it, and it's going to be great, and we're going to do another podcast.
Couldn't we just roll through?
Well, we might.
Well, you see, the thing is not only are we doing the show, but we're also sort of serving as hosts.
Yeah. Because we need that break time to say, hey, how you doing? We're going to bring clients in here and everything else.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm good. Look, I'm probably sleeping here regardless.
I think that. Yeah, I think.
Call the plumber.
Hey, you know what? We normally come at our arrival time is normally 10:30. It'll be 1:30. There's the compromise.
Okay, perfect.
1:30, we get started, and then we'll figure it out as we go.
Cool. That works.
And but rest assured, the second hour of the show will be a little more interesting than the first and the third. Of course,
it always
will be.
ramps up.
And you know what? Last year or 2 years ago, there was a bonus fourth hour that Oscar tried desperately to make happen.
I remember that vividly.
And we can perhaps look into the possibility.
I was in a bad space then in my life. Remember that?
Jimmy said he's going to be catering the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely.
So Jimmy's going to come out here with fun and frolic.
And by the way, congratulations!
Oh, Jimmy, King of the Wings,
3rd year in a row.
All right, you know what? We've got a few moments.
You want me to call him?
Yeah, let's call him. Do you have the number?
I do.
All right, we're going to call Jimmy Cerrito because this is a big
while
deal.
he dials.
Yes.
What do you think Rob had planned on the 20th that evening?
Nothing.
Oh, you're listening?
No.
Sorry, I was whispering.
Sure.
Apologize. Because he was really he wanted to get out of here by 5, 6 o'clock.
I'm a clock guy.
But see, Rob's not going anywhere because we're coming in on Monday to do that 23rd show.
Yeah, but what old-timey movie was coming out, having a special screening?
Nothing.
What was happening?
Sometimes I wonder what's going on.
Yeah,
he might let us in on it. What's going on? But something was happening.
He had to rush home for something.
He wanted to get home.
Yeah.
He wanted to get, but now he's not going to be home.
Well, clearly we fixed that.
But he wanted to come in earlier. And then, does that mean because you wanted to get home earlier? Or?
No, because
he said he had to get home to the kids. Remember?
That's part of it, but I really do think clock management, it was going to be smarter to start a little earlier. I think 1:30 will work just fine.
All right, because Mrs. Spivak,
she'll be here,
and Mr. Spivak, I think, are going to be. Maybe we'll get them a call.
Morning.
James!
Let's give him the fanfare, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Northern Virginia Magazine, this year, the three-peat has been achieved. Jimmy Cerrito at Jimmy's Old Town Tavern, the king of the wings, 3 years running, ladies and gentlemen.
Congratulations.
That's right.
And the Mike O'Mara Show Nation, a large part of that voting, and we want to thank you. And I want to thank Jimmy for his very warm text to me after he won, which was, let me just see if it's here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Thank you for promoting the voting.
Oh, that's very sweet.
He speaks in rhyme.
Yes, yes. He was very happy.
And buffalo chicken dinner.
And a buffalo chicken. And then you had the, you sent me another one that said, I'm so happy. And on either side of it, you had the musical notes. Emoticons, which I thought were
it's like
very
my
cool.
song, the Tiny Tim song.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Jimmy, how does it feel? 3 years in a row. You know, our listeners represent a small number of the voters. You've got all the other people that call in all their guns to get their votes as well. But the bottom line, it's how your wings taste, and your wings are fantastic, and that's what does it. How does it feel to be? This is a big deal to you, is it not?
It's a big deal. I guess I'm the only real champion from Buffalo these days.
You are, and the other guys. Did you get any concession calls from any of the vanquished competitors?
No, I know Finnegan's tried really hard, and kudos to Finnegan's and all the other restaurants that tried to take us down.
Well, they didn't try hard enough, clearly.
They didn't have Tmos Nation behind them.
Now what will now? Last year, I know, was it last year you did the chicken dance in front of your restaurant? Are you doing anything special to celebrate this year?
Quickly, it started 2 years ago, where I said if we won, I would do the chicken dance in my boxer shorts in the middle of the street because I felt there was no way we were going to win.
Right.
There was too many big guns against us. And then a couple months later, I found myself in the middle of the street doing the chicken dance.
Right. Yeah.
And then last year we won again.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do the chicken dance, but the mayor of Herndon insisted.
Sure.
Well, it's a hotbed of political activity.
Because I've known you for a long time, and you certainly don't like to make a spectacle of yourself.
No.
Yeah. I try to lay low.
You know what's really great is
you're not a man that demands attention.
As we hear about you dancing in your underwear in the middle of the street of Herndon at the mayor's request, know this. This man has the key to the city.
He does. He does. Hey, Jimmy, while we got you on the horn,
Sunday.
will you be doing anything special this weekend?
We're going to celebrate Sunday. We're doing half-price wings all day Sunday. And I invite everyone to come out Sunday at 2 o'clock to not only watch, but if they'd like to participate with the chicken dance, fully closed. I don't expect anybody to be out there in their underwear.
Right. It's going to be cold.
But we're gonna cross the street, the chicken across the street to get to Jimmy's, and we're gonna do it chicken dance style. And anyone who does the chicken dance with me, I'm gonna add them up, and I'm gonna donate $1 per person to the United States military who has to work during the holidays.
Awesome.
Good man.
We're going to do Operation Homefront.
And now, Jimmy, that looks great for this weekend, but one last question. How was last night?
Did you celebrate last night?
We did our trivia game and didn't celebrate too hard. I think I only had about 4 or 5 drinks.
Now, Jimmy, we want to talk to you about the 20th, December 20th. We're having our holiday spectacular here, and we're going to get started. You don't have to, Jimmy, what time do you think we should have Jimmy arrive for this? 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock.
Is 2 o'clock doable for you, Jimmy, to be here at 2 o'clock?
My alarm.
Okay, you're going to set it up for that?
Yes, we'll do it at 2 o'clock.
Okay, 2 o'clock, and bring whoever you want, any of your minions out there. Bring the mayor of Herndon. We'd love to have her come by the Mike O'Mara show.
And Ray Gizmo Ward.
Ray, no, that's not Gizmo. Ray,
maybe
Gizmo.
not.
Maybe not Ray.
I think
Gizmo.
he's working.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's a shame. So, Jimmy, where does somebody, if they want to read about you and your wings, is there a place? It's northernvirginiamagazine.com?
It is northernvirginiamag.com. And it's all over Facebook these days. Thank you very much.
And will it be in the actual magazine itself?
Yes.
Okay.
The actual magazine that'll come out in the next issue.
Okay, very good.
Featuring Jimmy.
All right, Jimmy. All right.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks for sleepwalking through that
Thanks,
interview.
Jim.
We appreciate
All
it.
right, bye-bye.
I have
all right.
one question.
What's that? What?
Do I retire from this, or do I keep going?
You keep going.
You keep
going.
You
And
want-
maybe next year it'll be more exciting.
That's
A
right.
little less
Is this a
Quaaludes.
price for 5?
Okay, go for 5. Absolutely 5. That's when you retire.
Yeah, 5P.
You retire after the 5P.
Like the Bulls.
That's right. You rock, Jimmy, and congratulations
Love you
again.
all very much.
Love you, Jimmy.
Take care. There he
Bravo.
goes. That's Jimmy Cerrito, everybody.
Jesus, that segment brought to you by Dramamine.
That's Jimmy when he's not expecting it. We'll take a break. Come back with news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show.
'Cause I told you once before.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of the program is brought to you by AC Lens. You know, if the time has come for glasses or contacts, you are in luck because the place to go is aclens.com. They have all the great brands of eyeglasses and sunglasses from names like Ray-Ban and Oakley and up-and-coming brands like Superdry and Zubug. AC Lens is your one-stop shop for all your optical needs. All purchases have a 365-day guarantee with secure online shopping, and you can also order by phone at 888-248-LENS. Right now, get 20% off and free shipping on all glasses, sunglasses, and reading glasses with free returns on everything. Go to aclens.com and enter our code TMOS20. That's TMOS20 and get ready to save. Some exemptions apply. See the site for details. Award-winning service with free shipping and fast delivery. And remember that code again, TMOS20 to get your savings. Style you can afford and quality you can see at aclens.com. And we love them.
They're the best. Carrie uses them. She'll wear AC lenses to the Christmas party.
From around the globe, across the nation, looking through your neighbor's window, the Mike O'Mara Show now presents News You May Not Need, a comprehensive look at the stories you may or may not be talking about during your daily activity. And now, News You May Not Need.
You know, there's nothing like starting off news you may not need with a good old-fashioned execution. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Huh? What do you think of that? Joseph Paul Franklin, a white supremacist who targeted blacks and Jews on a cross-country killing spree from 1977 to 1980, was put to death Wednesday in Missouri, the state's first execution in nearly 3 years.
Good riddance to bad rubbish. How'd they do it?
He was executed at the state prison in Bonne-Terre.
Oh, that means good earth.
Bonne-Terre. Boney Terry.
Boney Terry.
For killing Gerald Gordon, a sniper shooting at a suburban St. Louis synagogue in 1977. Franklin was convicted of 7 other murders. Spokesman for the Missouri Department of Corrections said Franklin was pronounced dead at 6:17 a.m. I would assume lethal injection, but it doesn't tell me here. It began more than 6 hours later than intended, but it took just 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like lethal injection, though. Doesn't that take normally longer? I'm
He
not
was
sure.
never known to be an early riser.
That's true.
Wow.
Yeah, safe home, a-hole. Anyway, as Virginia State Senator Cree Deeds lay in a hospital with stab wounds apparently inflicted by his son, police investigated their relationship, which by most accounts was a particularly close one. This is a tragic story.
This is a weird story, too.
Oscar hit me to this when he was driving in yesterday. Gus Deeds left college to help his father's 2009 campaign for governor, and the elder Deeds had made Herculean efforts to help his son over the years. One of the senator's colleagues said that. On Tuesday morning, though, the pair got into some sort of altercation at his home in rural western Virginia, and the senator was stabbed multiple times in the head and chest. Police said Gus Deeds died at the home from what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And the big story around Virginia is that they tried to, after a psych evaluation, get this kid a bed in a facility.
They could not do
and
it.
they couldn't. And I almost hate to say it because it's so cliche. But when you talk about the fact that this might spotlight the lack of support people get for mental health issues in America, this might really put a spotlight on it. They couldn't find a bed for this kid, and he went home, killed himself, and almost killed his father.
But how many times do we need to do something to spotlight the need before something's done?
Yeah.
It's the Navy Yard all over again.
And you'll hear more about this as it comes out. This is a story, Oscar, right out of House of Cards. You love this show.
Oh, I remember. I saw this story and I thought the same
Exactly.
thing.
I said
Same
this to
thing.
Carla doesn't watch it with me, and I'm saying it last night. That show, House of Cards, this is right off of that.
And she said, I'll be right in there. I'm washing this pan.
Too soon.
Oh, it is way too soon.
Why'd
you say that, Matt?
Florida Representative Henry Trey Riddell is apologizing to his constituents after being busted on a cocaine possession charge, acknowledging that he also struggles with alcoholism and intends to seek treatment and counseling.
He's also guilty of looking just like Jason Sudeikis.
He does.
He really does.
The thing about this, now we've got the second politician. You had Rob Ford in Toronto. Now you've got this guy. One guy with crack, the other guy with another just regular cocaine, and they're both using their alcoholism as a defense for it. It's weird.
Rob Ford was asked for comment.
I was very, very inebriated.
A quick side note. One is that how long was this guy going to hold this secret? Because he waited till the day before his trial, his hearing, to actually cop to it, right?
Yep. Yeah,
so if he would have gotten through this, he wouldn't have said a single thing.
I know. He's a 37-year-old freshman Republican. He was charged with cocaine possession Tuesday after what federal law enforcement officials described as a buy-and-bust operation. Riddell was scheduled to appear Wednesday in District Supreme Court. In a statement expressing regret, he made no mention of his political future, but he said he made an extremely irresponsible choice and let his family and his constituents
He bought
down.
his blow at DuPont Circle.
Pleaded guilty.
Yes.
And has a year probation.
Yeah, and they say usually kind of a minor, punishment for this type of offense.
Yeah.
But his political career probably over at this point.
But also,
That's the way
I heard
it
that
goes.
he is a ex-DJ and ex-TV guy.
Oh, really?
So this will probably feather his nest for his future.
In Southwest Florida. I'm not sure what part of Southwest Florida, but that's down where I hang out, and I'll be curious to know. I know he was a Tea Party guy.
Maybe you hang with some of the same people.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate
got
that,
some
Rob.
blow?
Rob, you this is a story for you.
Okay, thank you.
Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is awash in animal-related protests over its floats.
Really?
And they've got controversies involving the unlikely pairing of rocker Joan Jett
and
Shamu the killer whale.
Oh, that's Joan Jett on the left.
Activists plan to line the route. This is I know. Look, I respect people's right to protest.
Have you seen Blackfish?
I have not, and it looks like an amazing documentary.
I saw it this past weekend.
Really good.
Then you'll understand their plight a little more. When
CNN,
you see
right?
it.
Actually, and they served it with rice, didn't they?
CNN is the documentary.
No, I don't know who made it, but I got it on Apple TV. And they have it on Amazon as well.
I have it DVR'd, and I'm going to check it out. Activists plan to line the route of next week's parade to protest a SeaWorld float over accusations in a new documentary that the theme park treats whales badly. And ranchers succeeded in getting Jet pulled off the South Dakota tourism float after they questioned why the vegetarian and animal rights ally was representing their beef-loving state.
Wow.
Kiss my ass.
God.
Really? So she's an animal rights person, and you don't want her on because you kill cows?
Well, she needs a check. She's not charting records anymore. Let her ride down the street.
Make a living.
You know, and also a lot of people have asked me, I was shocked if we're going to do a live viewing party for the parade. No live viewing party this year, but we will be hanging on Facebook and making fun of all the fabulous entertainment.
And I'll be looking at that because I like doing that.
It's a mess.
So this big flap threatens to shake Macy's traditional
What
position.
about Joan Jett's big flap?
Of staying. She's a little bit of a thing.
Yeah, she's tiny, right?
She's very tiny. I interviewed her years ago. They stay out of politics normally, and so it'll just be Snoopy, Kermit the Frog, and SpongeBob SquarePants. What the effing do? People has spoken, and it is named, are you ready, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Adam Levine as the sexiest man alive.
I think it's Levine.
It's Levine?
Or Levine.
I say Levine.
He's got the haunted eyes.
Adam Levine.
Levine.
It's Levine.
I know. I'm just giving you
the 34-year-old is the lead singer of Maroon 5. You know that. He's also not romantically available. Levine got engaged to Victoria's Secret model Bayet Prinsloo earlier.
I gave her a ring.
Yes. There we go. How you doing? So she comes up to me. She says, I'm hot. I got that little beard stubble. She's all turned on. She's wearing a little clip, the Victoria's Secret thing. So I take her in the back. Kabling, kabling, kabling. In a 2012 interview
he
with
doesn't sound like that when he sings.
In a 2012 interview with the Associated Press, the musician described himself as nerdy in high school, but he admitted I did okay with the girls.
Wow.
That's Adam Levine. Thank you very much.
He's quite a handsome fellow.
After years of secret talks and fizzled rumors, Monty Python is finally officially reuniting. I'm kind of into this, even though they're old men. I kind of like this story.
They've all remained funny. That's the great thing about them.
I agree.
They're so great.
For real this time, we're getting together and putting on a show. It's real, Terry Jones confirmed to the BBC. I'm quite excited about it. I hope it makes us a lot of money. I hope to be able to pay off my mortgage.
Yeah.
That's what I love.
That's cool. I like that stuff.
That's awesome.
The reunion is expected to feature all 5 surviving members. That you got to.
Yeah.
Jones, John Cleese, Eric Idle, Terry Gilliam, and Michael Palin performing their first official stage show since the 80s.
Yeah.
We got to go.
Oh, we'll be there.
Though the troupe is remaining. Would you go?
I'll go.
We should definitely
You
go.
know who they are, right?
We should go to New York and do this.
Nothing but a flesh wound.
I've heard.
There you go. It's the best.
I've heard it might actually tour.
Really?
So we might not have to travel to them.
That would be awesome.
Not on a Friday night.
You know what? I might haul my girls up to see that too. Not on a Friday night. There he goes. Though the troupe is remaining.
You're going to say, you know what you're going to say to me? You're going to
I
say,
won't be able to get through the news story. Now, go ahead. Just get done.
So we should have started earlier, Rob. You were right. Let me videotape you with my stupid glasses being right.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Though the troupe is remaining tight-lipped about the specifics ahead of a planned press conference scheduled for Thursday, rumor has it the stage show is just the beginning with a TV and or film deal to follow.
Good.
Don't know about that, but I love the idea of a stage show. That's good stuff. Looks like Rob and Doug Ford may have careers as cable TV hosts after all.
I was very, very inebriated.
Well, now it doesn't. Sun News has announced it's pulling the plug on the Ford's TV show after just a single episode.
You're kidding.
It was by far the most successful thing from an audience perspective that the network, what's it called, the Sun Network? Sun News.
Okay.
The most successful thing they'd ever done. The TV network, this is the best part, said the episode announced on Thursday and broadcast Monday took 5 hours to record and another 8 to edit.
What?
Oh, my God.
That means they were screwing up all the time.
Oh, my Lord.
Making it tough to justify in terms of cost. It might have also had something to do with the fact that advertiser Canadian Tire balked at associating with the mayor and his brother.
Canadian Tire, the only tire company not in Manassas.
That is too funny. Hey, we're really fat. Let me get right through this.
Okay.
Now a little something. Around 5:45 p.m. on Saturday, 36-year-old Carrie Lindgren of Tarpon Springs, Florida, was driving and saw a duck standing on a neighbor's lawn. She decided to feed the duck.
That's
okay,
nice.
but all she had was candy.
Oh, that's delicious candy.
But she tried to lure the duck over with the candy to feed it, but the duck wasn't interested, so the duck refused to walk over to her. She responded by intentionally running it over with her car.
Oh, no.
That's horrible.
She literally drove up onto the lawn, floored it, ran over the duck, and killed it instantly.
Oh, that is not okay.
It's very strange.
That's not good.
You know, no details. You want details on these stories.
Yeah,
you want to
true.
read between the lines. What the hell was she doing? I mean, she wanted to feed the duck candy, and then it didn't. She ran it over.
This is the result of several bad decisions.
Unrequited love.
There were witnesses who called the cops. Carrie was arrested on one count of felony animal cruelty. That carries a maximum sentence of $10,000 fine and 5 years in prison.
Wow, that's some hell of a duck.
I guess she ruffled a few feathers. That would have been okay in Peking.
Oh.
A $10,000 fine, but who'll pay that bill? No video, otherwise you would have seen it on the web. The whole thing's daffy. What would Donald think, Oscar?
That's not okay.
We'll take a break and come back. Audio Vault with Rob Stewart. Right after this. You know, when you have crappy lines, you just put about 20 together, and then it kind of makes it right.
One of
That's
them
the
will
way
stick.
it goes. Yeah, absolutely. What am I doing? Sorry. Wrong sound effect. Thank you very much. Back to the Audio Vault with Mr. Rob Spiewak. And Rob, we're brought to you by SodaStream again here.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
That's good. SodaStream, we all love SodaStream. I have one in my kitchen. What's great about SodaStream is they're always evolving and creating new flavors, like a variety of sparkling drinks and juices and cocktails for your holidays, even festive family favorites like the new SodaStream Ocean Spray Sparkling Cranberry Juice drinks. They're fantastic. Plus, now there's SodaStream Happy Hour cocktail mixers like Fizzy Margarita and Cosmopolitan. It's super easy to use. You just fill the bottle with cold water. You push the button to carbonate the water as fizzy as you like it. There are different choices for that, and that's it. Create your own bubbly beverage exactly the way you like them. You control the flavor. You control the fizz. Buy it as a gift. You don't forget to buy one for yourself too, because it's great for holiday entertaining. SodaStream costs less than $100 and is available nationwide at Bed Bath & Beyond, Walmart, Target, Costco, and all your favorite retailers. Check out SodaStream.com to find stores near you. SodaStream, better bubbles by you. And did I hit
It's
it
already
already?
open. It's wide open.
So let's get right to it for November 20th, 2013.
All right, fellas, let's play the feud. Top 6 answers on the board. Mike, here's the question. Tell me something you know about zombies.
They eat people.
Not the answer we're looking for. Oscar.
They are dead.
Actually, I'm sure they're both great answers, but not the one I'm going to play you, because the Steve Harvey version of the Family Feud featured this week the whitest contestant ever.
Okay, good.
Let's go to the tape.
Ladies, here we go. We've got the top 6 answers on the board. Name something you know about zombies. Christy.
Black.
They're black. Okay.
And you know, you and I, we have a history of loving game show hosts and hating
Yes,
game show hosts.
that's right.
No one takes a pause better than Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey, I've said this about Steve. Cannot stand his talk show.
Right.
Love him as host of the Family Feud.
He's great.
Give him the credit he deserves. He is the perfect host for the Family Feud. Does a great job with
Let's
it.
go back. We'll join at mid-pause.
Okay.
I don't know if they're white or I just probably.
Black. Zombies. That's funny. It's like from the Thriller video.
Yeah.
It's up there. It's up there.
You shut up, lady. The black zombies.
No, I'm sorry. Not on the board.
That's funny. Yeah, and that's all he needs to do.
That's it.
It's all about timing. He doesn't have to work all that hard, but man, he is funny on that show. He really knows how to milk those moments.
I am not a tremendous fan of R. Kelly as a musician until I heard this. He was being interviewed for Rolling Stone, and they said, "You can make anything sexy." He said, in essence, "Yes, I can." They gave him some random phrases that he turned on the spot.
This is old, isn't it? Hasn't this been done before?
Maybe, but this is just on the Rolling Stone website.
Okay, all right.
The first phrase they gave him was sex dolphin.
Okay.
The second phrase they gave him was ice hockey.
Okay.
And he turned them on the spot into sexy songs.
Swimming in your waters with you.
Sex dolphin.
I wanna be a dolphin to you. Going
I haven't heard this.
Going Take this chain on my neck, give me much respect. Take you to my bedroom, kissing on your neck. I wanna be your ice hockey player. I wanna be your ice hockey player. Your dragon slayer girl.
He can do it. That's the amazing thing. Tomorrow I will play you his songs called Sex Newspaper and Italian Hero Sandwich of Love. But that's tomorrow. You know what happens if you pitch down the song Wrecking Ball? It sounds like Satan himself is singing it.
I came in like
like a singing train.
Yes. And also, I got to play this. Happened over the weekend. The UNC Tar Heels.
Yeah.
A guy was doing a free throw. I believe the game hung on it, and someone in the audience sang Wrecking Ball loud enough that you can hear it. He missed the shot. This is for coverage live. This is great.
McAdoo draws the foul on the drive on Jeff Ladig, his first.
James Michael McAdoo at a Norfolk Christian High School.
So he's lining up to do the shot.
Small level of play in high school. But he's made his mark for USA basketball on some of those under 17, under 16, under 17 teams. It's actually the USA basketball player of the year.
Hey,
broke his concentration.
Great color guy, too.
Oh, and no.
Duh. Get off the page. That's what I tell those
Precisely.
color guys.
And we close, Mike. Of course, you know, it's just around the corner. Thanksgiving.
Here's the deal. There's a turkey shortage. Are you aware of that fact? Yep. For some reason, there are no turkeys this year. As a result, President Obama may have to pardon the White House parrot. There's also a gravy shortage. Yep, it's up to $4 a gallon.
It's like the 10th anniversary of that joke. That's your Magic Audio Blog. Have a great Wednesday, everybody.
Thank you, Rob. For all technical support questions regarding the Mike O'Mara Show, please contact our man, Matthew Bloom. You know him as Pony Boy.
Tony Boy.
Pony Boy at MikeO'MaraShow.com. That's what you do with that one. All correspondence for our show can be sent to TMOS, P.O. Box 3, Manassas, Virginia, 20108. And remember, the official TMOS e-voice line, 1-800-440-8167. One of these days, Pony will come in here with our new interns and also transcribed voicemails that he never gets to us.
Very busy boy.
Someday that will actually happen. Pony, that's my way of requesting those things.
You got it.
Thank you, pal.
Hey, look, he talked today.
All right. Hey, that was him on the show. We'll see you tomorrow for a brand new one. Thanks. Bye-bye, everybody.
Ciao, ciao.
Hey, before you go, remember to grab your extended free trial of Hulu Plus. A special offer just for our listeners. Just go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click the Hulu Plus banner and start watching all of your favorite shows. Or go to HuluPlus.com/TMOS. Again, that's HuluPlus.com/TMOS. Or click the Hulu Plus banner at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Now beat it.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.